They never teach you this in school. Not because they forgot, but because a population that understands power is a population that's harder to control. For centuries, the most dangerous knowledge in the world wasn't weapons. It wasn't money. It was this: understanding how power actually works, who gets it, who keeps it, and why most people never even come close. Robert Greene spent years inside libraries studying the lives of history's most powerful figures: Napoleon, Machiavelli, Queen Elizabeth, John Rockefeller, Tupac Shakur. And what he found wasn't pretty. It wasn't motivational, but it was the truth. 48 laws, each one pulled straight from real history. Each one still operating around you, right now, whether you know it or not. And that's the thing. Ignorance of these laws isn't innocence. It's a disadvantage. So, let's fix that. Law 1. Never outshine the master. There was a man named Nicolas Fouquet. He was the finance minister of France under King Louis XIV. Smart, charming, wildly successful. And one evening, he threw the most extravagant party France had ever seen at his own palace and invited the king. The food, the entertainment, the fireworks, everything was more impressive than anything the king had. Fouquet wanted to impress his boss. 3 weeks later, Louis XIV had him arrested, thrown in prison for life. The lesson? Your boss doesn't want to see how capable you are. Not really. Make them feel superior. Let them have the spotlight. Because the moment you make someone above you feel small, even by accident, you become a threat. And threats get neutralized. Be smart, but never be visibly smarter than the person who controls your future. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Most people, when they have a plan, want to talk about it. They're excited. They share it with friends, post about it, seek validation. And that's exactly how their plan gets killed. The moment your intentions are known, other people can prepare. They can block you, undercut you, steal your idea, or simply plant doubt in your head before you even start. The most powerful moves in history were the ones nobody saw coming. Keep your next chapter private. Let your results announce themselves. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Here's a brutal truth about the modern world. Being invisible is the same as being dead. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter how hard you work. If nobody's talking about you, you don't exist in the game. Greene studied P.T. Barnum, the greatest showman who ever lived. Barnum understood that people are drawn to spectacle, to mystery, to things they can't quite figure out. He didn't just sell a show. He sold curiosity. In your career, in your brand, in your life, be the thing people can't stop talking about. Controversy, mystery, boldness. All of it beats silence. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. This is the law people skip because it sounds cruel. But history is full of examples of what happens when you don't follow it. Julius Caesar showed mercy to Brutus. Brutus put a knife in him. Greene says a half-defeated enemy is the most dangerous thing in the world. They recover. They grow bitter. They spend every waking hour planning their return. And when they come back harder, because now they have motivation. This doesn't mean be violent. It means when you win, win completely. Don't leave burning buildings half standing. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Timidity is a repellent. In business, in relationships, in negotiations, hesitation signals insecurity. And insecurity makes people trust you less, respect you less, and take you less seriously. Greene writes about a swordsman in 16th century Japan named Miyamoto Musashi. He would show up to duels hours late, on purpose, to unsettle his opponents, to signal that he operated on his own terms. He won every single duel of his life. You don't need to be aggressive. You need to be certain. Move like you've already decided the outcome. Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Every single person you will ever meet has a pressure point, a deep insecurity, a desperate need for validation, a fear they carry quietly. The person who understands what people want most, not what they say they want, but what they actually need, that person always has leverage. Watch people. Listen more than you talk. Notice what makes someone light up and what makes them flinch. That information is more valuable than anything else in a negotiation, a relationship, or a career move.
Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. This is the law of survival. Your real opinions, your unconventional beliefs, your radical thinking, protect them. Guard them. Because the world punishes people who are too far ahead of their time. Galileo said the earth revolved around the sun. He was put under house arrest for the rest of his life. Blend in on the outside. Fit the expected mold just enough to stay in the game. Then, quietly, privately, think freely. Build differently. Move when the moment is right. The wolf that survives isn't the one that howls the loudest. It's the one that knows when to howl and when to stay silent. Law 48. Assume formlessness. The final law, and maybe the most important one for the world we live in today. Never lock yourself into a fixed identity, a fixed strategy, a fixed image. The most dangerous thing you can do in a fast-changing world is become predictable. Predictable people get outmaneuvered. Predictable strategies stop working. Predictable brands get ignored. Think about water. Water has no fixed shape. You can't grab it. You can't stop it. Pour it into any container and it adapts completely. And, given enough time, it carves through solid rock. Be like water. Stay fluid. Keep evolving. The moment people think they have you figured out, change. Here's what I want you to sit with before you close this video. Every single one of these laws, you've seen them in action. In your office, in your friendships, in politics, on social media. These laws don't care if you believe in them. They operate with or without your awareness. The only question that matters is this: are you going to keep being unconsciously subject to these laws, or are you finally going to start understanding the game? Because the most dangerous person in any room isn't the loudest one. It's the one who understands exactly what's happening and says nothing. That's power.